This short video has been made to take you through some of the key features of Evernote with examples of how you could use it with your students. Because Evernote is web-based, you are able to access and edit it on any device that has a web browser. To make it easier to edit and access files on a mobile device, you are able to download an application. This also allows the user to work offline. When you open Evernote in your iPad, at the left of the home screen you'll find a menu. This menu will look different depending on how you have customised or how you decide to customise this menu on your home screen. This icon here is the settings button, and you can use that to go in and decide what you would like to be included on the menu. I have included shortcuts, notebooks, notes and tags. If I was then to select the notebook all 26, it would then bring up a new menu with all my notebooks listed. I've chosen to use stacks in my menu to allow me to organise my notebooks with more detail. So here is a stack. This is the biology stack, and it's shown with this icon here, and then there are other stacks below. Within a stack you can have multiple notebooks. So here you can see I've got cell biology, diversity of life, ecology and genetics and evolution, and within the ecology notebook you can see that there are 5 notes. When I select the ecology notebook, it opens and there are placeholders for each of the notes within it. You can also change this view so that they are listed. I would suggest for students that they use the organisation shown here, using a stack for each subject. Within each subject you can have notebooks for each topic or achievement standard, and lastly you could create notes for either lessons or concepts. You can create a note from this view by clicking on the plus button. So now we'll go on and have a look at what that would look like. When you click on the next button, you'll get the editor that will pop up, which will have your keyboard and your note space. You can add a note title, and if you don't, it will pull the name of the event out of your Google Calendar if you have something there. It will give you the name of the notebook, and then you can add tags to it as well. There's some basic editing tools on the keyboard, and then you have the icons for setting reminders, adding an attachment or an image, recording audio and saving. You'll notice in this slide that the camera icon is missing. It's now an attachment icon, and this is because I've already in this note added an image and an audio file. So that's a little confusing. It switches over to that. But what you can see in the attachment list is that you can use your camera, you can take a photo of documents, find a saved image and add audio notes as well. Other functions available are found with the dotted button at the top. You can share links to your notes through email or cutting and pasting URL through Twitter and other applications. You can present using a note, however this is only available on the premium version of Evernote, not the free version, and the free version is really all that a student would need. You can add a shortcut to a note so that it shows up in your shortcuts list in your menu. You can duplicate a note. The simplifying formatting is if you're going to be editing a note across different devices. It just makes them work more smoothly on different platforms. And lastly, you can delete a note. This is a note that I have shared using a URL so that we can have a look at it. Potentially it could have been shared by one student to another if they'd missed class. You can see that we're able to include text. There's some basic formatting. I've used bullet points here. There's highlighting and strike through. You can include web links, which are then live and students can go back to any websites that you have used within that class. You can record audio files within Evernote, which means students could be recording lessons or explanations by the teacher. We can also see here that you can insert an image. This was an image that I took from the internet. and within the app you're able to do a number of things. You can add text, you can highlight, add arrows, shapes, you can blur out faces, which is useful if you've taken images within a lesson and there are people that don't want to be seen. You're able to customise colour and so on, and you can also crop. Further down, you can see that you can take images. There is a function called document image, which means that you can take photos of text and it changes the contrast to make it more readable. This isn't a particularly good example here because my camera isn't focusing properly. However, if you try it on yours, you should find that you get a better result. Down below you can see also that you can use the camera from within the app to take photos. An example might be taking a photo of work that they've done in their exercise book and storing it with their other learning objects so they can access it any time without taking their book home. It also might be taking a photo of a brainstorm or group work or practical activity, notes on the board and so on. Lastly, a really cool feature, and I use this a lot when I'm making notes in meetings, is you can include a checklist within your note and you are able to check them off as you go. So this could be potentially a really useful tool for students as well. And again, we've got another URL that's embedded here, and this happens to be the URL for this particular note. If you're wanting any more support or information about using Evernote, either on your iPad or any other device, there is a good support site, which you can see the URL at the top here, and within there you can access guides. There's a good guide there in particular for the iPad. Communities where there are discussions taking place, you can download the app onto your MacBook, iPad, Android tablet, and there are also some really good video tutorials. They're quite long, but still worth having a look at them.